Got a call this morning, crank no start. So we went down here and picked it up, and we're gonna take it back to the shop and see what's going on. So this thing cranks, but it doesn't start. Most of the time with the gas vehicles, when they don't start, it's usually the fuel pump, but we have to diagnose that. I'm gonna get Emily to turn on the key here, and I'm gonna listen for the fuel pump and see if I can hear it. And if I can't hear it, I'm gonna give the tank a little tap and see if that makes it go on. And that could be a quick shortcut to diagnosing this thing as quick as possible. I did hear the fuel pump buzzing there. So we're gonna break out the scan tool, see if there's any codes, and then go from there. Okay, so we have our snap-on scanner here, all hooked up. So we're first gonna start by scanning for codes here. And right now we have a fuel pump control performance code. That looks suspicious. So on our intelligent diagnostics here, it looks like the most common fix for this code is replacing the fuel pump, but we're still not going to replace this pump just based upon a code. We did do a little more testing to determine if the pump's faulty, because we can hear the pump. So we're gonna hook up a fuel pressure gauge and see what the actual pressure is. So we have our scanner hooked up, and we have a fuel pressure gauge hooked up. Now we're going to command the fuel pump on with a scanner. So it's on right now, and we have like 28 psi, but that does seem pretty low. This system runs on a direct injection system, so this low side fuel will feed a high pressure pump that's going to directly inject into the motor. So what we've concluded here is that we have a bad fuel pump. Normally, when your pump quits working, it doesn't make any noise at all. It goes completely dead. But this one was a little bit misleading because we could hear the pump and there was pressure. This wasn't within the desired range. So we've determined that it's not a control system by adding power directly to the pump, and it's still too low to start this vehicle. So we do have a pump problem. We could have just guessed and changed the pump, but that's not the right way of doing things. This happens many times at shops that don't do the proper diagnosis. They change the pump and it still doesn't fix the problem. The vehicle's still not running, and they want the customer to pay for that, for them just guessing. And then they still have to find the original cause and then fix that. So in this case, we spent the extra hour diagnosing this, but we're sure it's the pump at this point.